The best part with Wilwood calipers is that it provides a lot of options for brake pads that can be used with them. So if you select a caliper, it's not just one set of brake pads that you can use, but you can use any kind of brake pad that you want depending upon the quality that you want, depending upon the money that you want to spend. You can also have a look at the various pads compatible with your caliper on the website of Wilwood itself. So suppose if I go for a Dynalite brake caliper whose part number is 12010188, and I want to see the pad option that are available with it, then I just have to go to products, brake pads, let's take an example of a caliper. Like I mentioned, 12010188. It's over here, and then I'll go and click at search. Okay, so for this caliper I have these many brake pads that can be used. So it's a BP40 composite metallic, BP10, 20 purple, and then a set of polymetrics compounds. So as you can see, the price of each type of compound is different. Let's take an example of a polymetrics A compound. So when we go into that, so here I'm able to see a graph which shows coefficient of friction on the y-axis and temperatures in degree Fahrenheit on the x-axis. Now the most important thing that you look for on a brake pad is the coefficient of friction. So this curve shows you the variation of coefficient of friction with the temperature. So on the legend, if you have, like suppose if you're talking about BP30, this is BP30. Now we can see that at 400 degree Fahrenheit we are having the maximum coefficient of friction for this kind of pad, and it's somewhere around 0.61 or so. Compound A has the highest at 500 degree Fahrenheit, and it's around 0.68. So you can study this graph and you can figure out what is the coefficient of friction value that you are looking for. Most important thing that you're seeing in these kind of pads is that as the temperature rises, coefficient of friction is increasing. So even if you are having brakes which are extremely hot because you have been running for a long time, still you'll be having enough coefficient of friction to efficiently brake. So if you're really interested in Wilwood products, then the Wilwood website is highly self-explanatory, and if you want to find out anything about any kind of products that you want, then you have all the details available on the website. So any product, if you want to know the price, you want to know any technical details, then most of them are mentioned in the data sheets or in the images, in the CAD drawings that are available online. And if you want anything more that you are curious to know, then you can just email us and we'll get back to you with the required details. Thank you very much.